Okay, you're planning to get married. You got your person, but you're still finding.
No. Inshallah, it will come soon.
So, Rachel, like, what's the meaning of your name? If I ask you for that,
But what it means is purity. So purity of in a person. Yeah.
and you're a Muslim.
No, 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 I'm not.
You're
But
not.
I've been very close to the religion. Yeah.
You're very close to their religions. Okay, so like you're also a great dancer, as we know that, and you do that. Why you not proceed your business instead of in the world of digital? Why you not proceed your business in dancing, teaching dancing to kids? It's I think that's a better option because you're having a very good grip. Why you choose digital world for a business?
If you're a good dancer, you can be paid for the performances that you make. If you're a good teacher, you can be paid for how
Teaching it,
many
yeah.
people you teach. But if you're a businesswoman, like you don't need to be paid for what you do. You get paid for the systems that you create. So in that perspective, if I want to give more space and more time and effort to my dance, I'd rather make the money from other place so I can dedicate my time and my efforts and my energy and my love to dance without that hurry of like, oh, I need to get money from this. Because definitely being an artist is a difficult thing. Like being an artist is not something that everyone can make it. And even though you have a lot of successful cases of artists that are multimillionaires, second of all, don't listen to people that don't have the life that you want. Because the reality is that a lot of people speak like, oh, how you gonna do this? Why you do this? Like, if you don't have the health, the wealth, or the relationships that I'm looking for, I'm not taking advice from you because
Thank you, Rachel, for giving your time today. And I'm really much honored that you give us a time in your busy schedule. So,
hello. Thank you so much for the invitation. I'm very glad to be here and I hope I can share some valuable things with your audience.
definitely. Thank you so much for coming. So, Rachel, like my first question towards how much difficult is to start like a business? You started a business, you're doing online coaching for business and all that stuff. How difficult is for you when you started in the first place?
I think for me, it wasn't that hard, but I think one of the biggest challenge in creating a new business is that you gotta be really patient and resilient. So the reason that I'm saying it wasn't that hard for me is because I have had several businesses before. So I've been in that journey of developing a product, developing a service, offering to people, selling it to people, making it better, receiving no's. So I've been already in that process for years. But definitely, even then, sometimes you doubt about it. Sometimes you start and you see that things are not working as you expected, and it becomes hard. So I think the two main characteristics that you gotta have as someone that wants to be an entrepreneur is to be patient and resilient. You gotta be able to adapt and change things on the go as you start working in your business.
You're in a South America, if I'm not wrong. Okay,
Yes, in
so
Ecuador.
in Ecuador, and you started your business from there, and you're working very hard day and night. I see your status and everything when you're on the trainings and all. Tell about tell about like your hardships during to standing the business up because you started. You say you have to be patient, but what about the hardships? Like if you're not getting clients, if you're not getting proper attention towards your business, how you bring that in?
Yeah, so an interesting thing is that actually my idea started on Chicago. So at that time I was living in Chicago in the United States of America. And then I went to live back in Ecuador because at that time I was living in the US. So yeah, I mean, how you do with the hardships. I think a lot is the self-talk, how you talk to yourself. Do you doubt about yourself or it's just about time? In my case, as I mentioned, I've been working for years on my mindset. So a lot of times when I'm like, okay, what is going wrong or something, I catch myself on the talk, and it's like, okay, wait, Rochelle, you're not doubting about if you can do this. Your doubt shouldn't be about, am I deserve to be a, like, it's not about if you are valuable, worthy, if you can do it. I think it's just matter of when and how. So I think it's a lot of trying. At the beginning, my first clients, I got it through people that I knew in my network, and I was like, okay, who are people that I currently know that could benefit from the things that I can offer? And I started there. And after that, on a trip that I was going, I found in a billboard a brand that were, promoting their business. So I was like, okay, they are interested in promoting and they are willing to invest. So I contacted them. So in this case, I didn't go to the complicated things of like start at that time when I started with my first clients, I didn't had a name for my business. I didn't had a website. I didn't had social media, because I focus on the basic needs to have a business, that is basically offer something and sell it. And after that, you come with all the things of the branding and developing a brand, which I think is very important, and creating, omni-channel social media. But before that, what you gotta need is to get clients. So if you're not getting clients, I would focus on like the simple things that you can do to get clients. In this case, as I say, I didn't have a website, anything. I was like, okay, what can I do and who I can help with the things that I know. And that's how I get. But definitely in the journey, I have had a lot of situations. Like I could make a book of so many things that happen to an entrepreneur, and how you handle them.
What about your experience with outsourcing? Because you are living in a place where people like do outsourcing for different countries. You are the one who are doing outsourcing with us, and living in that country. Because most of the South Americans are using American people to get their work and get it done and bring that in their pockets, like bring their work in the country. So why you select us? Because you guys are also doing outsourcing. You guys are our competitor. But what makes you understand that okay, this state, this part of world is more cheaper than you guys? So
No,
how
it
you
was
describe that?
interesting. As I said at the beginning, I was living in the US. So in my first weeks and months of developing the idea, I wasn't sure if to make things in English or in Spanish, because I was living in the US and I was planning to live longer there. I was like, okay, I need provide like suppliers or allies that speak English. And I was like, I can get this from South American countries, but I could get this also from other countries as Pakistan, India, that they speak English, because most of the outsourcing that they do is in English. So one was the language thing, because at the beginning I was planning on doing outsourcing in the US, like offer outsourcing in the US. So that was one thing. And then the other thing, I was like, from my previous experiences in other businesses, I know that offering something different and offering a good service is very important. That's why I was planning like, okay, I can get some providers in central time and other in other time, like the time zones. So I was like, okay, I can get there one time zone and then other time zones, and just make like the business 24 hours. So those were the initial ideas. But definitely when I went back to Ecuador, I was not planning to go back to Ecuador. So that's why also I changed the work with the outsourcing companies, because then I went back to Ecuador. As you said, it is one of the countries that offer outsourcing. So those are the things that change.
Okay, so like you're also a great dancer, as we know that, and you do that. Why you not proceed your business instead of in the world of digital? Why you not proceed your business in dancing, teaching dancing to kids? It's I think that's a better option because you're having a very good grip. Why you choose digital world for a business?
Several things. I am a good dancer and I want to dance, but I think you gotta, from a business perspective, you gotta understand the reach of everything. So basically, if you're a good dancer, you can be paid for the performances that you make. If you're a good teacher, you can be paid for, you know,
Teaching
how
it,
many
yeah.
people you teach. But if you're a businesswoman, like, you don't need to be paid for what you do. You get paid for the systems that you create. So in that perspective, if I want to give more space and more time and effort to my dance, I'd rather make the money from other place so I can dedicate my time and my efforts and my energy and my love to dance without that hurry of like, oh, I need to get money from this. Because definitely being an artist is a difficult thing. Like, being an artist is not something that everyone can make it. And even though you have a lot of successful cases of artists that are multimillionaires, that has its own process. So the way that I see things is, you gotta understand the limitations and the reach of every situation, and from there move on. Like, I've been always in businesses since I'm 7 years old. I was already in entrepreneurship and in dancing as well. So for me, it was just matter of the point that I'm in my life right now.
If I ask you a very friendly question right now, why are you not being a model because you're that much beautiful? You can also being a model, a part of a part of a businesswoman. You can be a model as well.
I would like to be an actress actually. Like, I already did a movie in 2018. I want to be an actress, but I think that's coming in the next years. Again, it's not a matter of if, it's just matter of when and how. I
Okay.
think I think that idea of just doing one thing in your whole life doesn't fit on me. Like, I want to do many things, but everything requires a process and a time. So
Yes, definitely.
I already tried to do 10 things at a time, and I noticed that I can do them, but I cannot go in the depth that I want for them to be successful as I want. So that's why now I am prioritizing and choosing one things over others for now, even though I know in the long term I'm gonna do multiple things.
That's amazing. Tell me about your about what message you can give from this platform to the ladies to all over the world, how they can succeed in their life.
I think the first thing before you choose any path is to be really confident. And in order to be confident about yourself, you gotta know yourself. I believe that people, women and men, are not encouraged enough to explore themselves. They don't try different things. They don't play different sports. They don't play different arts. They don't play different jobs. I think you gotta try. I think when you're young, you gotta try everything you can for you to get to know yourself better. You gotta know if you're good managing people, or you're good, specializing in one thing and working in deep work just by yourself. Are you good working on team, on working by yourself? Are you good working on night or day? Like, all these type of things you don't get to know just by going to school or high school or university. You gotta do different things. In my personal case, I work as a host in a radio show. I did a movie. I was teacher of elementary school for kids. I was dancing teacher. I was dancer. I had a business of accessories and products for artists. I managed a restaurant. I did several things, and every experience allowed me to know myself better. Like, oh, I hate this thing. Oh, I love this thing. I'm super good at this. I suck at this. So only in that way you get to know yourself. So my message would be, explore. First of all, explore so you can get to know yourself better, and thus you can be more confident about yourself. Second of all, don't listen to people that don't have the life that you want. Because the reality is that a lot of people speak like, oh, how you gonna do this? Why you do this? Like, if you don't have the health, the wealth, or the relationships that I'm looking for, I'm not taking advice from you, because you don't have what I want, right? And it's not to be mean, because sometimes it can be your family, it can be people that you love. And one very interesting message that I heard from Sarah Blakely, that it's a multimillionaire woman, is that that you don't listen to certain people doesn't mean that you don't love that people. So you can still love your mother, love your father, love your friends, but that doesn't mean that you need to take their advice. So I think that's the second thing. And from all of that, just like speak up your voice, because we're still in a world that is dominated by men, right? Like all the people that I spoke in the company with you and your associates were men. A lot of clients are men. Like I don't know, 90% of people that I've been in, during the years speaking related to business are men. And a lot of times they look at you first as a pretty woman rather than a smart woman, right? Like a lot of times they look first to your pretty face rather than your intelligence, rather than your ideas, that your proposal, that your strategies, like all these things you gotta earn. I heard this very interesting thing from another woman. She's an entrepreneur as well in the Emirates, and she said men get paid for what they do. Women get paid for what they have done. So what that means is like we need to prove first. We need to prove, we need to show, and then we can be recognized. Men, no, it's like just because of the fact that they could do things, they are already recognized. So I think if we're speaking about women, it's like really know from this moment that a lot of times you gotta own your energy and own your place, because if no, man are not gonna respect you just because you're a woman. So you gotta earn that place.
Okay, one more thing. What advice you going to give for a life partner, to choose a life partner?
Oof, that's very good. I think life partners are such a big decision. So I think for life partners or for business partners, you gotta find people that have the same values than you. You can have different backgrounds, different abilities, different skills, different knowledge. That's great that you have different things, right? So you're very good at math, I'm very good at art, you're very good at science, I'm very good at whatever. That's good, but our values have to be the same. So from my own experience, I know that love is not enough. Willingness, it's not enough. You gotta be aligned. And what aligned means is to really look forward, and you gotta have the same
Is
why.
love is
Like
important or is not important?
it is very important, but it's not enough. Like at
Okay.
all. At all. It's just one part. You gotta need love, good communication, alignment,
Understanding,
trust,
basically.
so many things. What I mean with alignment is that really your values gotta be the same. Like, are you an overspender or an underspender? Are you a person that it's super generous or is more conservative with things? Are you a person that loves to spend time in nature, or you rather be in house every day? Like, if those things don't align, because I think a lot of people think in these huge things, right? No, it's like how you spend every day. Because if you are super controller like about how much money you're spending, and the other person loves to spend, then you gotta crush. But if both of us have, the same what, maybe the how changed. Maybe you like some things, he likes another things. But I think the alignment, like alignment in financial objectives, alignment in parenting objectives, in health objectives, like how you gonna make a relationship work if you want to be super fitness and healthy and your partner doesn't, and when you ask him or ask her to go to the gym, the other one is like, no, chilling at Netflix better every day. Or right, like if you want to create businesses and the other partner doesn't support you, it's gonna be hard. Like I think kids, money, health, lifestyle, those are the type of things that you gotta agree. Again, you can have different backgrounds, stories, knowledge, abilities, but you gotta be aligned.
We are
If
talking
not,
after a while, so I want to ask you: are you married now?
no, I'm not.
You're not. Okay. You're planning to get married. You got your person, but you're still finding.
No, inshallah it will come soon.
So, Rachel, like, what's the meaning of your name? If I ask you for that,
My name Rochelle or the
yeah,
business name?
I don't know, Rachel, your name meaning.
My
What
name
right?
meaning. So basically, it comes from the Arabic countries, from
Mm,
Raquel, that appears in all the religious books.
mm.
And I think the literally translation is sheep, but what it means is purity. So purity of in a person. Yeah.
And you're a Muslim.
No, 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 I'm not.
You're
But
not.
I've been very close to the religion. Yeah.
You're very close to their religion. So, what religion you basically practice? If I ask you.
I don't practice any religion right now, but my family is Christian. So I was
Okay.
born in a Christian.
And you're searching for the best religion right now.
Yeah, I think again it's an exploration. As I said at the beginning, as you have to explore if you are good at soccer or tennis or basket, I think the religions are saying I don't think religions fits everyone. I think spirituality, I think all of us were born with an spirit. So we are spiritual people, but not necessarily religious people. Because I think for some people, religion just called them out. It's like, yeah, I feel this. This is my religion. I embody it. But for other people, don't. So I think it's also a self-exploration journey.
Okay. What about Pakistan? When you want to visit Pakistan? Have you ever visited?
Not yet, but inshallah soon.
Okay, I'm
Um,
waiting. I'm waiting. I'm inviting you to Pakistan with all expenses
okay.
on us.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, you just have
It's
to.
recorded, so
Yeah, it's recorded. It's
you
recorded.
cannot
Don't
say
worry
no
about it.
after.
No, everything, your hoteling, your food, your traveling is on us. Don't worry about it.
Okay,
We'll
thank
we'll
you.
we'll we'll explore Pakistan together.
Oh, I think Pakistan is very beautiful, has a lot of nature.
Even yes, you're right.
Yeah, yeah,
Even
yeah.
I'm planning to visit South America as well.
Yeah, it's beautiful also. Definitely, you should come.
I will. Thank you so much for your time today, Rachel. You're looking so beautiful, honestly, and it's a true compliment from me, from my side. Okay, and thank you so much for the honest answer. I was amazed after listening the answers. I think my viewers will enjoy your podcast as well and see how things works. And I'd give you a very hands up for your business for the future, and looking forward to work together soon.
Thank you, and for all the people that are watching this, I hope that you get encouraged. Go and pursue your dreams, and especially if you're a woman and you need a friend, please find me on social media. I love to talk to more women that want to have businesses and change the world for better.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.